Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we made our way out of Mount Moon, and we made it to Cerulean City. In this episode, we're going to explore Cerulean City a little bit, and then we'll perhaps take on Misty if we have time. For those of you who don't know, Misty is the second gym leader, and her Pokemon are water types. So, again, like in the first gym, to put it bluntly, I am fucked for that one. But anyways, right here is the bike shop. This is where you get your bike. However, it costs 1,000,000 Poke. As you probably can guess, I don't have 1,000,000 Poke. I have about 7,000. So I'm broke. Anyways, in this house, this gentleman is important. He is going to tell us about badges. He will tell you basically what the gym leaders tell you after you collect their badges, in case you forget exactly what each badge does. Just a useful little tip for you, especially since you might forget which badge you need to use a certain HM at a battle or something like that. But anyways, we're going to continue up this bridge, and our friend Gary. Once again, we're going to fight Gary. So, Gary's team has not changed. It actually has changed significantly. His Pidgey is now a Pidgeotto. So we're going to start out by taking out that Pidgeotto with some Embers. Now, the reason why I went up here instead of fighting Misty is because I need to grind, and I am very underleveled for the Misty fight. Well, I shouldn't say I'm underleveled. If I had a grass starter or an electric type, I know people said in the comments, why did you not level up Pikachu? Why are you being stupid and trying to take on Misty with a fire type and a flying type? As I said earlier, I don't want to use Pikachu, so I'm not wasting the experience from Pikachu the experience from Misty's Pokemon on Pikachu, so I'm just going to do it my way. I'm the one playing. If you want to do it differently, more than welcome to make your own Let's Play. Hell, I'd probably watch it too. But anyways, back to this. Squirtle's now level 18, which is weird because it evolves at level 16. So I'm not sure why his Squirtle's not evolved. Probably the game being nice yet again. Even though I said last time they'd stop being nice to you, I lied. And by I lied, I mean I forgot. Because again, as I've said before, I haven't played this game in a while from start to finish. So I'm going to forget some things. I'm going to screw some things up. You guys already know that, because I've got people in the comments who are very attentive to my screw-ups. And we are going to learn Whirlwind. For those of you who don't know, Whirlwind works a lot like Roar, where it'll force the foe to switch out if it's a trainer battle, or it'll end a wild Pokemon battle. Now, I'm going to get rid of Tackle, since I don't use Tackle, because, quite frankly, Tackle is useless at this point in the game. But, so we've now learned Whirlwind, which could be nice if I'm in trouble matchup-wise. Now he's going to use Abra. Abra evolves into Kadabra and again into Alakazam. I know, they're trying to be funny with those names. Weak at best. But Abra has fantastic special attack and fantastic speed, but its defenses are shit, to be blunt. So, as you can see, since it's just a lowly Abra, I took it down in one hit. But much later in the game, that Abra is going to be a terror for us later on after it evolves. But so, once again, Gary went down pretty easily. I mean, I am higher level than his Pokemon, but he still did put up a bit of a fight. Hermes is pretty low on health now, but Gary is, he's going to tell us about Bill. Bill is, he invented the PC system, as he says, and Bill is going to give us something important that we're going to want to grab. And Gary gives us the fame checker for some reason. The fame checker, I'll just show this off. We'll find it. The fame checker allows us to look at information about people. So, for example, we'll look at Oak, and all the information you've read about this person throughout the game, they'll allow you to reread it. So, for example, the I'm trying to find a word here. Anything that someone else says about this person, so like Professor Oak, we have Oak himself, we have one of his aides, and then you can do that for anybody you've met. For example, Brock, again, we have Brock, and we have a boy who mentions Brock, and then Bill, we have Gary himself. And you'll get this for every important person you meet throughout the game. It's just kind of nice to remember what each person does in case you forget some things. But anyways, after that little sidetrack, we're going to heal up quickly before, once again, we're going to continue grinding our lovely 2 Pokemon here. So, how is everybody today? It's about 6 o'clock. I'm recording this about 6 o'clock. It's a really nice day outside. Unfortunately, I can't record outside because there's too much background noise. But after this game, I'm probably going to bring my laptop outside, curl up under a tree somewhere, and play some SWTOR. So, looking forward to that. I was in class all day, unfortunately, which sucked. But, anyways, here is the Nugget Bridge. The Nugget Bridge is named the Nugget Bridge because once you complete the Nugget Bridge, you'll get a nugget. I know, shocking, right? They call it the Nugget Bridge, and they don't tell you what the fabulous, I think I said fabulous prize is. It's a nugget. Once again, spoilers. I know, some of my friends have been like, you say spoilers all the time, so I'm going to say it even more just for them. They know who they are, and I'm sure they're going to love it. But anyways, this bug catcher is a joke. A bunch of level 10s, Caterpies and Weedles. I mean, it's just a waste of my time at this point, really, because now that I'm level 20 and I'm in evolved form, I don't even get much experience from these level 10s. So at this point, it's just kind of annoying, to be honest. But it's even worse, because a lot of people will actually do Misty before this part of the game. You can actually do Misty first, and then come up here. And if you do Misty first, this is even more of a joke, because that means you're going to be a little higher level than I am right now. So, it's even more of a waste of time as compared to if you're not, because it's sort of a branch path here where you can do either before the other. You can either come up here and do this route up top, or you can do Misty first. As I said earlier, the reason why I'm doing this is because I have a poor typing, and I want to do the Bill side quest right away, for a reason I'll get into when we actually get to Bill's. But I need to get something from Bill, let's just put it that way. And in order to do that, I have to come up the bridge, which means I have to do this set of trainers. But as you can see, these trainers do get progressively harder. So by the 4th or 5th trainer, I am going to have actually a legitimate challenge. But for now, it's just easy Pidgeys, easy bugs, easy free experience. So I'm actually going to bring in Drago. I was going to do that regardless of if it was that oddish or not. I actually forgot if it was that oddish, but I just want to get my Pokemon an even amount of experience. Even though they are only one level apart, I just try to make it a habit to keep them as even as possible. I know I ranted about that in the last episode, so I'm not going to rehash that. But anyways, another grass type. Oddish and Bellsprout are the 2 grass types. A good game design choice. I will give the creators of this game credit here. Up top on this route, you can find Oddish and Bellsprout. I think depending on which version of the game you're playing, you can find one or the other. Maybe you can find both. I don't remember. I don't have a catch rate sheet in front of me, but it's good because if you're having trouble with Misty and you need a type that's super effective against her, which I do, but again, since I'm playing the game like I play the game, I'm not going to catch an Oddish or a Bellsprout. But they do give you that grass type. So if you're having trouble with Misty, you can catch a grass type and raise it fairly quickly, because the trainers up top on the route will help you raise it if you switch it in and out. You'll get it up to level 15, 16, 17 pretty quickly, and that'll enable you to have greater success against Misty, which it's just nice that they sort of agreed to help you out there. And fortunately, Ekans lowered my attack with Intimidate, so I'm going to switch in Drago here. I really need to do a better job of making sure I have who I want to have at the front of the party, but that's a whole other issue for now. But so Ekans goes down in one shot, makes me look smart for switching out, and I always like looking smart, especially since whenever I screw up talking about errors and, well, I don't screw up talking about errors, I screw up and make errors. Like, I know in the last video I talked about Wheezing and Muck being, what did I say? I think I called Wheezing a special wall and Muck a physical wall, and someone brought up to me that I reversed the two of those. Again, I don't record with any sort of Bulbapedia up in front of me or anything. I know I keep saying I should, but for me, I like to have my voice recording program, which has my timer up. I like to have my video recording program up, and of course I have the game up. So it's just a lot of things to have up on the screen at once. And also the way my ROM works, I couldn't check Bulbapedia because even if I had both on the screen, when I click into the other window, the game will freeze and the sound will cut out, and it would just look bad. And since I could use my phone. For those of you who don't know, I have an iPhone 4. But again, I don't want to like pause the flow of the recording by being like typing stuff into my phone and like trying to read my phone and that kind of thing. It's just, I would just rather make the small mistake than sort of ruin the flow, the continuity of the recording by trying to look it up to check my information. Because, as I've said before in my last LP, I do all the recording live. I don't do any pre-recording. I don't do any post-recording. I don't do anything like that. So, for me, I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to be talking about. So, basically what that means is I don't know where I'm going to need to look up. So I can't, it's not like I can look it up ahead of time or have it up on my screen ahead of time. So, anyways, Mankey is a very solid fighting type. I know I talked about Mankey earlier, Mankey and Primeape, but this one can actually be tough if you're not over-leveled like I am, because Mankey's only level 18, I'm level 21, and it's a strong physical Pokemon, physical attack and physical defense, and now I'm using special attacks, so dispatch it pretty easily, and that's Nugget Bridge. Nugget Bridge is done. So, he doesn't have regrets. So this guy right here, we earned a fabulous prize, the Nugget. However, we're not quite done. He wants us to join Team Rocket. Unfortunately, they don't give me the option. I would love the option to say, yes, let's join Team Rocket. I think it'd be a great way to add like a really huge plot twist to the game. I mean, in the remake, if you could say yes, join Team Rocket, be evil, and take over the world. But since we're your typical good guy protagonist, silent protagonist in the mold of Link, Gordon Freeman, and Master Chief, well, not Master Chief, not necessarily at least, but more of Link and Gordon Freeman, we don't have a choice. We just say no, and then we kick the crap out of a Team Rocket grunt once again, who has the very familiar Pokemon of Ekans and Zubat. So, we kick the crap out of him pretty easily. And now we're done with Nugget Bridge. What's funny is he gives us the Nugget first, and then tries to fight us. So we get the Nugget anyway, which is nice, because the Nugget's going to be worth a bunch of money to us. As I said earlier, I'm going to try to save my money, because I want to buy stuff. And what that stuff is, we'll get to that. But yes, they say we could be a top leader in Team Rocket. And he doesn't say anymore. So, we're not joining Team Rocket. So as I said earlier, oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to say that in that grass is where you can find Oddish / Bellsprout / whichever one you can find in there. But yeah, if you're having trouble with Misty, especially if you started with Charmander, like I did, and you didn't catch a Pikachu, like I did, but I'm not using my Pikachu. But, so if you need a grass type, that's where you'll find, oh, I wanted to, stupid thing. He used quick attack on me like a poop. Anyways, that grass, that's where you'll catch your grass type that you're looking for. So, this trainer is going to use Ekans. I'm going to switch out to Hermes to get him the level. And I'm thinking I'm going to heal up after this this particular trainer battle here. Oh, that was so dumb of me. Oh. And I just used Whirlwind with only one. Oh, that was useless. I am being so dumb right now. First I switched it into an Intimidate, which lowers its attack, and then I used a move that's worthless. And this is why I'm a noob. If you didn't already know that from all the errors I make in my commentary, I could sometimes play rather stupid. But, oh, come on. That's going to be 1 HP left. This is just frustrating. Okay, let's use a quick attack and get rid of it. There we go. Now we're done. Alright, Camper Shane defeated, and we got a bunch of money, which is nice. Let's see. He's frightened by the people on the bridge. I don't blame him. They're pretty frightening. But, so up here, free item. Sweet. TM45 Attract. Attract, if the Pokemon you're opposing is opposite gender of you. Attract will allow you to make that Pokemon fall in love with you. Falling in love means that 50% of the time, the Pokemon will be immobilized and not able to attack. Unfortunately, Attract is far outclassed by Confusion, because Confusion has the same chance to not make an attack, and it's not gender locked, and Confusion, when you don't attack, actually damages the confused Pokemon, unlike Attract, which does not. So, I'm going to heal up here, and then I'm going to go to the Pokemon Mart, and I'm actually going to call it an episode, because we're running up on time a little bit. I'm sorry we didn't get more done, and I just realized we're not, as I said, I know I said earlier in the episode, we might actually get to Misty in this episode. I realized that was quite wrong. We're definitely going to take at least another episode to do some side stuff up on Route 25, so I'm not going to get to Misty until at least 2 episodes down the road. So for that, I apologize. I'm just going to... I forgot to sell all this stuff. About my rare candies, I'm going to be saving my rare candies, like, not forever, obviously. I will use them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save them for right before critical battles. If I know I'm going to need another level on a certain Pokemon, or if I want a certain Pokemon to evolve at a certain point, or learn a key move, things like that, just to... So I'm going to sort of plan ahead on that. But not so far ahead where I'm like, as soon as a Pokemon hits X level, we like have to use this rare candy. I will be flexible about it. But we're just going to head up here, back to Route 25, because that's going to be where we pick up next episode. So, once again, thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you tomorrow when we pick up with Route 25. So, peace out, y'all.